Hello again. You know, Christmas is one of my favorite times of years, you can see. So I thought I would share my celebration with you by presenting a Prog Advent calendar. Every day for the next 24 days, I will be posting a short Prog-related video featuring an album or other Prog-related items from my collection. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's not as good as my normal theme song, but I guess that's what happens when you do it yourself. Today, I'll be talking about the album Death May Be Your Santa Claus by the band Secondhand. First of all, this is not a Christmas album, and it couldn't be farther from a Christmas album, so don't be disappointed. This was, however, their second and last album. But before I get ahead of myself, I want to talk about the history of the band. Secondhand was centered around keyboardist and vocalist Ken Elliott. The band was originally named the Moving Finger until they found out another band had the same name right before the release of their first album, delaying the release date. Their debut album, titled Reality, hit record stores at the end of 1968 under the name Secondhand, with an eclectic but mostly psychedelic sound. The name Secondhand came to Elliott while he was working at a used clothing store. It has also been said that this was due to the fact that the band was using second-hand equipment. Reality was released on the Polydor label to little fanfare because of little to no promotion. The band would soon find itself without a label. Death May Be Your Santa Claus was originally intended to be the music for a film by the same name. The album would eventually have a limited release on the newly formed Mushroom label in April of 1971. Death May Be Your Santa Claus is definitely a fun but odd album. Elliott's keyboards are very prevalent and somewhat frantic at times, showing off some of his classical skills. Rob Elliott, Ken's brother, would take over vocal duties. The first half of the album, although strange, is very accessible and engaging. The second half gets a little bit more abstract, but what prog listener doesn't like some weirdness in their music for good measure? You will probably even get a little chuckle from the album as the band doesn't really take themselves too seriously. Unfortunately, just like the first album, sales fizzled quickly. Death May Be Your Santa Claus is definitely an album that deserves to be in any Prog collection, and this wasn't the end for Ken Elliott. Soon after, he would release a highly improvised and hard-to-follow album under the name Chillum. And after that, he would form the synth-laden Seventh Wave in the mid-70s, but that's a story for another day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for day 2.